Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't been following along, I did a big Sephora haul and it may have been one of my favorite hauls ever. And so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I got this look as well as show you all of my first impressions of all my new products. So I'm really opening these up, unboxing them on camera, trying them on my face for the first time, and also getting this ultra glam holiday look completed. So if you want to see me put all my new makeup on my face, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm ready to start putting some makeup on my face. I have the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 150 that is all over my face, and I have put on my brows. What did I prep my skin with before? I used my new Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream as my moisturizer. This is new in my haul. And I also use the Dermalogica Antioxidant Hydramist. I love this stuff as a toner. It's the only toner that I use. So now I'm going to put all this new stuff on my face for the first time, and we're gonna get all of my live first impressions. I've had this before, but I miss it. This is the Tarte CC Colored Clay Under Eye Corrector in the shade Light Medium. This is what it looks like. It's very compact, and it is just this cream color corrector here. It's kind of like a light salmon pink, and I'm just going to apply that under my eyes. Now, I lost my sponge. I went to use my Real Techniques sponge, and there was mold all over it, like black mold. So I probably would blend this out with a sponge, but I'm just going to use this Real Techniques brush. Oh yeah, I love this stuff. It just awakens the face. It gets rid of any discoloration, and I put it underneath my concealer, and even here on these inner corners here, I get lots of kind of blue veins. So we just go like that. They do have a darker shade as well, but I like this one, and it's pretty generic because you do kind of go cover it up with concealer after, but just really brightens up that area. Then I'm just going to go in with a normal concealer, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Creme Brulee with that same brush. And I basically just go over where I put that because it neutralizes the color and you're not left with any kind of pink tint. It just looks like your skin tone. And I'm just going to set that with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Loose Powder. Okay, so my makeup is all set. I'm going to go into the eyes. But first, I want to put this on my lips. This is the Laneige Dream Wonder set. It's basically their sleeping lip mask, but it comes with two new scents. It comes with a berry, lemon sorbet, and the mint chocolate. I'm going to put the mint chocolate on right now because... oh yes, that's amazing. Oh yes. That's worth it. Do they sell this in full size? I love this scent. Oh my god, that is like Christmas. That is Christmas. Okay, we'll let that absorb into my lips for a while. Okay, so I'm going to be going into the Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is the first time I'm looking at this. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Look at this. Okay. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I gotta figure out what kind of look I'm going to do here. I'm just going to put a little Urban Decay eyeshadow priming potion on my eyelids first. I just really want this eyeshadow to stick and to pop and do all the things it's supposed to do. So, you know. I'm going in with Makeup Geek White Lies. I always just use a white shadow along the top and to kind of set that eyeshadow primer. Okay, I'm going to go in with a shade that's kind of like a warm brown. And it's called Blend. Pretty good name. And I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and blend that onto my lids. Well, it's very pigmented. That was like one little tap. So, I mean, I can see what the hype is about for her eyeshadows. Oh yeah, that was like one tap. That looks really nice. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to keep blending that in. This looks really, really pretty. It's building up so well and so easily. I'm barely tapping my brush into it, and I'm barely blending it. It's just kind of doing the work for me. Now there's a color called Transition. It's kind of this stony It's not white, but it's called Transition, so I'm just going to use that to blend. Oh God, that's a gorgeous color. That just blended everything out in a second. So I'm just going to blend the outer edges of that soft brown color. Yeah, that's wonderful. Wow. I mean, I get why this is so expensive. Okay, now going in with a smaller brush, I'm going to go in with this crease shade right here, which is kind of a neutral, medium toned brown. And I'm going to put that more directly into the crease, kind of blending it into that transition shade we have there. Yeah, these colors just blend themselves. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. Okay, and just taking that big fluffy brush, again with no extra product on it, and just blending that out. These mattes are stunning and they blend effortlessly. That just looks so seamless. Wow, 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 wow. I don't even know what I want. I'm going to go in with this kind of taupey color. It's called Outer Eyelid. Taking that same brush, I'm going to put it on my outer eyelid. And blending that up into the crease. This one you have to build up a little bit more than the mattes, but I think that's actually perfect because it gives you some more wiggle room for blending, but back into the crease shade just to make sure that's all blended out and diffused. Okay, now I'm going to put this one that says Outer Lid on because it just looks a bit more sparkly. And I'm just really going to pack that just on my lid, not into the crease, because we really blended that other one up and out. Oh, yeah. Oh, that color is so pretty. Yep. Yep. Look at how pretty that color is. Really pretty. Okay, now this one. Center eyelid. This is like a champagne color. I'm just going to take my finger and put that in the center of my lid. That's really pretty. This is going to be such a pretty palette for any brides. It's really just that neutral glam palette. So I'm still packing this on. You could probably use these wet, but I just want kind of more an everyday glam look. Okay, then I'm going to take this kind of silvery color that says Inner Corner. And I'm going to put that on my inner corner. This reminds me of like classic eyeshadows. Like original like Kim Kardashian looks. I don't know. I feel like people don't do makeup in this kind of just like classic glam anymore. Bombshell glam, like I would say. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And I'm going to take a little bit of this same inner corner and put it on my brow bone. It's just soft and pretty and kind of what I wanted this palette to do. Now I'm going to take a dome brush and take this shade Smoke, which is a bit darker than the other browns we use, and I'm going to put this underneath on my lower lash line. And smoke it out, which is probably why it's called Smoke. They thought of everything here. And then you can add some of the blend shade just to really make sure that's nice and smoked out. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Lash Line, which is the darkest brown in this palette. There's no black in this palette. And I'm going to line my lashes with that. It's a very dark brown. But that's a very nice brown. So the colors are blending together, but they're still stain defined, which I like. Sometimes with eyeshadows in a simple look like this, they can kind of all just combine together. So that's pretty. So I'm just going to blend this out a little bit. And I'm even going to take a tiny bit of that Smoke. Sorry, no, that's the lash line color. And just blend out the edge of that line into just the outer corners just a bit. See? Just a bit. So that's the simple eye look I'm going to do. I'm going to do some liner and some lashes, and I will be back. Okay, so my face is done. I put some eyelashes on, and this is just like a very classic everyday glam look, but I love it. And these eyeshadows, if you just take a little bit more time blending them in, they are perfect. Okay, now into, I'm so excited to open this. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked palette. I have never bought one of these, but I have always wanted to. I have like the Hourglass bronzers, the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. I have their blushes. I have their highlighters. I have their blush palettes, but I've never gotten like their little one and done. So this is very fancy. It has a little rabbit. I guess they're saying they're cruelty free. There we go. So inside, oh my God, it's so cute. So there's a setting powder, a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. So let's just dive right into this. This looks so gorgeous. Okay, soft light. So the finishing powder, I'm just going to take a little bit of that. That's a problem with these kind of palettes, is you just have to be careful with your brush size just to make sure they don't like dip into all of them. But this is soft light. Yes. So this is just like a setting powder. No, I would say a finishing powder. Yeah, I wouldn't set your makeup with it, but to kind of just blend everything out, that gives a nice blurring effect. Okay, I'm going to go in with a different brush. I'm going to try this bronzer. Golden Bronze Light. I don't know if I've had this one. Let's test it. Oh, yeah. The most gorgeous thing about the Hourglass powders is they are so finely milled that they're so natural, and you really just have to build them up, which I prefer. I know some people may not, but since I'm so fair, it's like by accident I could get a huge streak. So I prefer those kind of more neutral colors. Now, this is definitely, they should have come out with different shades of this. I don't know why brands don't do that, but here we are. So we're just bronzing, and so far, yes, I'm obsessed with this bronzer. I love Hourglass bronzers. They're perfect. Okay, another brush. Let's go in with this blush color. This is in Mood Flush. Oh, Mood Flush. Mood Flush. No, Mood Exposure is the one I have. So it's a bit different. Oh, yep. That's a gorgeous kind of berry toned winter fall blush. I just love their powders. They just melt into the skin and you can't really mess them up, you know? That's what I mean by they're so finely milled. You really can't mess them up. Look at that blush. Like that just like brought life to my face. Okay, and now the last one. The last one is Champagne Strobe Light, and that is the highlighter. Yeah. Oh my God, their powders are just incredible. That one just melts into the skin. It's not too over the top. It's definitely in your face highlighter. Like it's definitely there, but it just melts. Okay, yeah, this palette, 100% worth it. Without question. And the last thing I'm going to do, I got 2 of the Rare Beauty lipsticks. I got one in the Lip Souffle in Inspire, and I also got the Lip Balm, which is more of a neutral color. Why not go with the fun, vibrant red today? So this is what the Rare Beauty looks like. I'm just going to line my lips first. Okay, so let's try this. This is the shade Inspire. This is what the brush looks like. It's like a doe foot applicator. Whoa. That's a very interesting texture. It's like thin, almost moussey. It feels literally light as air on the skin. It might be a bit too thin. I might go in with a second layer. It's very, very thin, almost watery, but it's very comfortable on the lips. So I'm just going to let that dry a bit, and then I'm going to put a second coat. Okay, so it really does have this light as air texture. While it's matte, it's not drying. It's really, really comfortable on the lips, but I would recommend doing 2 coats as it is a bit thin, but I think that's kind of the compromise to get that really nice texture. So that was most of the things that were new that I bought that I wanted to try on my face and do a first impressions. What do you guys think of the final look? It is definitely a very glam look. This is kind of a classic Brittany look if you guys have been following me for a while. Kind of in love with all of these products. Like, there's really nothing I want to return. But anyways, that was my video. I really hope you guys liked watching me try on all of my amazing new goodies for Sephora. I really hoped you liked this tutorial. As always, leave me a comment down below if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!